hello there. It looks like I have company. I am just enjoying great masterpiece by great Russian-American poet Maurice Sendak. In the Night Kitchen. Where would you be without the Russian greats, the Tchaikovsky, the Sendoskovsky, and the Liner Bartovskys of this world? You would be nowhere, and without Pushkin. Welcome, welcome, Streetwise universe, to this Teesside version of Streetwise, zooming to you through the universe, thanks to Soviet technology. Greetings to you from London. Greetings to you, Manchester, Nottingham, Newcastle, Gateshead. I don't know how much longer my accent will carry on. And, of course, to my beloved Teesside. Hello. It's so lovely to see you. I hope you are all keeping warm. I think I'm running out of Russian steam. And I do mean it. This is a wonderful book, In the Night Kitchen. It's, well, it's just a triumph. So we are going to finish our Eugene Onegin today. We are going to have a bit of fun. We've got some props. I think you've been making some wonderful things. Care of Garsington Opera. I have brought my dueling pistol at the ready to finish off this story. But first, shall we do a little bit of singing? A little Russian tune in 4 parts. The first part is this. La 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 la. And la 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 la. Second. La 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 la. And la 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 la. Third. La 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 la. La 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 la. 4. La 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 la. It's very simple. Even you puny Europeans can comprehend such a wonderful Russian tune. We have la 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 la. Good. Do that again. It's around. So if you want to join in just a bit after, you may. And we're going to change some vowels. And then we're going to end humming it very smoothly. I want us to think of wonderful, smooth singing because we're going to end on a masterpiece of Russo-Anglo relations, a personal favorite of mine, From Russia with Love. So first, let's do the Russian word for truth. Lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. And again. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. And again. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Now we're going to hum and be very graceful. All right, we're going to do that twice. So I want you to join in and whichever part of this round you'd like to come in on, and just hear the resonance through your nose, through your lips and your teeth, through the atmosphere. 2, 3, 4. And again. which leads us perfectly to our Streetwise Russian warm-up, brought to you by the genius of Tim Lolsky. Where would we be without him? He was wonderful. And of course, Rob was wonderful, and so was Liz. Good Russian folk giving you wonderful culture through these hard times. Right, so we have the tune which you've been doing quite well. Now, we're going to just run it twice, right? Because you've been doing it all week, and I'm sure by now you know the tune. So we're going to just do it twice. My music is going to cooperate. Yes, it will. Oh, maybe not. Ah! Normal service will resume shortly. Right. Right, so we're going to sing it through twice, and we're going to end the second time with a big finish, like a family, right? And so no good family is without its good share of weeping. So when we get to like a family, I want to see the tears streaming through the Zoom stream. Yes? Good. So let's give it a go. Twice through. If you want to learn, if you want to sing, there's a place to go that beats anything. Streetwise Opera is the place to be. Streetwise Opera, like a family. And again with me. If you want to learn, if you want to sing, there's a place to go that beats anything. Streetwise Opera is the place to be. Streetwise Opera, like a How is that? How you guys doing? Right. Now, we've been looking as a family at Eugene Onegin. And it's a story of a dandy who is at the center of it all. He's a magnetic character, and he's bored. And so through his boredom has caused chaos throughout the whole of this opera. He's got his best friend Lenski, who's going to get married to this last name Olga, as you all know. And then we've got Tatiana, who's Olga's more interesting sister. The lads don't know if she's more interesting. Eugene Onegin likes her, but not enough to change his lifestyle. And through boredom and just bad luck. Poor Lenski, huh? Lenski's a poet, and the librettist of this opera, Pushkin, was also a poet. So there's definitely some projection going on there. And we've been going through the whole story. Sure, lots of people are at fault and things are going wrong. Eugene, he could be doing a bit, well, he's a bit of a jerk, isn't he? Because he's flirting with Olga, he flirts with Tatiana, then doesn't carry, and his Lenski's trying to guide him on the straight and narrow, trying to fix him up with Tatiana, and it's just a real pity that he flirts with Olga, and then they have to duel. So pistols at the ready, right? They duel, and as you will guess in opera, a duel is rarely without a casualty. So Lenski gets it, doesn't he? He dies. It's really sad because it was needless. All because Eugene Onegin, he was bound by the civil niceties of the day, which aren't very nice, you know. Hey, Ellie. And yeah, so a bit of gunplay gone wrong. Yeah, it's really sad. So then he kills his best friend and goes off. And he travels the world. And he gets bored with that after a few years. He comes back to Mother Russia, and he is at a ball and he sees this amazing magnetic character who's the belle of the ball, if you will. And she's dressed in something not unlike. Well, she's probably dressed in something amazing like silk and a wonderful ball gown. And Eugene Onegin sees her and he's, oh, who is this? And then he realizes, it's Tatiana. And she's married to some older Russian general. And they have a moment together. And you think, maybe it's not going to end up. But then you think, wait a minute, why should he get the lass at the end? And she's moved on with her life. She doesn't want some dandy who might just get bored with her. So she's right, Tatiana. Well done, Tatiana. And Eugene Onegin ends screaming his despair. Proper opera, yeah? And I want to just say, this opera story, it may just seem, you're setting up for a tragedy, and so much of opera is just setting up for a tragedy, but it's the journey along the way. And it will have given the Russians a great chance to show the lavish ball culture that was going on at the time, tempering that with the folk traditions of the time, and it will have been a spectacle. So I'm sorry if this isn't quite the spectacle of a Russian ball with all of its bells and whistles, but there we are. So let's finish up this plot, and we're going to slow it down a little bit. So we've got our words for the fifth verse, and again, thank you, Tim. That was magnificent of you to pen these wonderful words. And we've got, time has passed and years aplenty, and Onegin's feeling empty. Yeah, at a ball he stands all pensive. He regrets his killing Lenski. Yeah, let's just say that again. Time has passed and years aplenty, and Onegin's feeling empty. At a ball he stands all pensive. He regrets his killing Lenski. Then, soon, Tatiana makes an entrance. She is now a regal presence. Married to a prince called Gremin, she is now a powerful woman. Read that again. Soon Tatiana makes an entrance. She is now a regal presence. Married to a prince called Gremin, she is now a powerful woman. Now the tables turned, Onegin writes to her. Could they meet again and see what might occur? Again, now the tables turned, Onegin writes to her. Could they meet again and see what might occur? That's a liberty, huh? Right, now we'll finish it up now. In a passionate encounter, she, of course, rejects his amorous offer. Now we know what happens next. Yes? In a passionate encounter, she rejects his amorous offer. Now we know what happens next. Yeah, well done, Tatiana. You go. No, you don't need to deal with that dandy. Right. So let's just remind ourselves of the tune. I know you've been doing this all week. We're going to just do it little bit by little bit. So we have, time has passed and years are plenty, and Onegin's feeling empty. And you'll notice I'm doing it a bit slower for dramatic effect. And I want you to link it up. So, time has passed and years are plenty, and Onegin's feeling empty. Let's try that. And time has passed and years are plenty, and Onyegan's feeling empty. Good. At a ball he stands all pensive. He regrets his killing Lenski. Yeah, I'll do that again. At a ball he stands all pensive. At a ball he stands all pensive. He regrets his killing Lenski. Then, soon Tatiana makes an entrance. She is now a regal presence. Do that again. And soon Tatiana makes an entrance. She is now a regal presence. Good. Married to a prince called Gramin. She is now a powerful woman. Do that. Married to a prince called Gramin. She is now a powerful woman. Now the tables turned, Onyegan writes to her. Could they meet again and see what might occur? And we'll still do that a little bit legato, a little bit smooth. Now the tables turned, Onyegan writes to her. Could they meet again and see what might occur? Good. Then we end. In a passionate encounter, she rejects his amorous offer. Good. Yeah. So we'll do that again. In a passionate encounter, she rejects his amorous offer. Now we know what happens next. Right. So there we go. I think we should do the fourth verse, right? As well. And we're just going to run them both together. So we're going to get back to where we were with Liz's session. On a cold and frosty morning, Lenski's fear of death is dawning. And through that repetition, we get to the fifth verse. We'll be okay with what's going on, and we'll slow it down, right? So, right, I can see that the words are there. On a cold and frosty morning, Lenski's fear of death is dawning. And Liz did such a meticulous job with you all yesterday. That I'm sure we'll just be able to run it through, and then we've got a perfect amount of time for everything else. So, and on a cold and frosty morning, Lenski's fear of death is dawning. Olga was his heart's desire. Now his life is under fire. Soon Onyegan brings his second. It's a fate that neither beckoned. Lenski wants to go on living, and his friend has misgivings. But the die is cast and no one is to blame. When the moment comes, they stop and both take aim. Feel the trigger, both men pull it. Who can say who bought the bullet? Who can tell what happens next? Time has passed and years are plenty, and Onyegan's feeling empty. At a ball he stands all pensive. He regrets his killing Lenski. Soon Tatiana makes an entrance. She is now a regal presence, married to a prince called Grabbin. She is now a powerful woman. Now the tables turned, Onegin writes to her, could they meet again and see what might occur? In a passionate encounter, she rejects his amorous offer. Now we know what happens next. There we go. Eugene Onegin. Well done, everybody. Now, this we're going to now for something totally different, but not quite. We're going to move on to arguably one of the finest Bond songs there ever was, and it was an early one, and it kind of was part of the whole tradition that these Bond songs have to be well written. They've got to be well constructed, and Matt Monro, who sang it first, what a phenomenal singer. In the age of crooners, he was up there with the best of them. Sinatra rated him as one of the finest singers on the planet. Well done, Britain, for producing not only Lionel Bart, Ian Fleming, but also Matt Monro. What a wonderful singer he was. So, those of you who were paying attention, we started with a Russian lie, 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 lie. And it just so happens that From Russia with Love is in the same key. Right, so I'm going to teach it to you bit by bit, and then we'll just run it through. And I want you to think about the line. The Lionel Bart tried to really create a sense of oriental mystery with this, and boy did he succeed. So diction's very important, but it doesn't get in the way of the smoothness of the singing. So I want you to just say, from Russia with love. Yes? I fly to you, much wiser since my goodbye to you. I've traveled the world to learn. I must return from Russia with love. I mean, that's fine poetry. I don't care who you are. It's a lyric, and lyrics don't have to be as good as poetry, but in 4 lines, you basically have a whole 3-hour movie summed up just there. So, from Russia with love, I fly to you, much wiser since my goodbye to you. I've traveled the world to learn. I must return from Russia with love. Yes, right? That's the first bit. Let's do that again. Line by line. From Russia with love, I fly to you. Okay, do that one more time. Breathe wherever you like, yeah? But keep the song flowing. From Russia with love, I fly to you, much wiser since my goodbye to you. Yeah, much wiser since my goodbye to you. I've traveled the world to learn. I must return that's the first section, and it repeats. And I will say this: you could directly apply this this song to Eugene Onegин's character. You just change from Russia, but to Russia, because he's returned back to Russia from being abroad. But we're just going to sing the normal version. We're going on to the second part. I've seen places, faces, and smiled for a moment. Let's do that again. I've seen places, faces, and smiled for a moment. And you got to really sigh. But oh, you haunted me so. Let's hear you sigh, everyone. And at home, if you've got a mop or something to dance along with, as if you're at a ball with Ferrero Rochers stacked up or something very elegant in the backdrop, do so. But oh, you haunted me so. Still my tongue-tied young pride would not let my love for you show. In case you say no. Yeah? So, still my tongue-tied young pride. Fantastic imagery. Would not let my love for you show in case you'd say no. That's Eugene Onegin down to the T, down to his very character. Still my tongue-tied young pride would not let my love for you show. In case you'd say no. And then we have the final verse, which is very like the first one. To Russia I flew, but there and then I suddenly knew you'd care again. Yeah. And then you want to carry on, care again, my running around is through. I fly to you from Russia. And then you have to hold with love for as long as you can until maybe you pass out. With love. So on and so forth. Let's give it a whirl. Are we ready? Are we all ready? Let's get our James Bond at the ready. See if we got our technical issues ironed out from before. From Russia with love, I fly to you, much wiser since my goodbye to you. I've traveled the world, it's true, I must return from Russia with love. I've seen places, faces that smile for a moment, but oh, you haunted me so. Still my tongue-tied young pride for you show, in case you'd say no. To Russia I flew, and then I suddenly knew you'd care again. My running around is through. I fight to you from Russia with love. That's Streetwise up for you. I hope you've had a lovely time. If you're going to come along to the Zoom meeting, come and join us. Yeah.